my kind of some slang words to suit, to suit America or to suit my culture that I'm in. So and that's and I think one of the main things about me, I always believe in your heritage, and you should never deny or never kind of ignore your heritage. So.
And do you feel all your exposures to all of these different cultures have changed you?
Um, they have changed me in a way. I mean, they've helped me grow into the person I am now today. In as a true experiences that I have lived and I've experienced over the years. Like when I was out in South Africa, I was only out there 2 weeks, and just prior to leaving, I bought a beautiful rucksack, a backpack, and it fitted like a glove, and it was nice, it was beautiful, and I had all my stuff in there, and I was out there. I said within the second week of being out there, I got all my stuff stolen, passport, the whole thing. All I was left with was the clothes I was wearing and my wallet, and I said, what, the hell with this? I'm not gonna let some idiot, ruin what could be a good, work experience and a good traveling experience. I'm not going to let one individual ruin that for me. And I said to hell with it, and I overcame it. And I just went out and I bought another pair of pants and I bought a pair of shorts, and eventually I just started buying little bits and pieces back over and over, like things like that. And lucky enough, the friend I was with out there helped me along the way as well. So it's good to have good close. It's nice to have good close friends with you at all times, and he helped me out in a big way. But I overcame it, and I enjoyed my trip to Africa immensely. I mean, I experienced a lot out there, and I met some fantastic people. And even though I met them for maybe 3-4 weeks out when I was traveling around, I still keep in contact with them to this day, which is great.
Yeah.
So and you should always, I think, if you are yourself, you'll always, people will respect you for yourself rather than trying to be somebody that you're not. And and people, I think, will, and that's why I've always been myself. Some people don't like me for me what I am. That's their priority. But most of the people hopefully I meet will respect me and like me for what I am.
I think it's really interesting that at the beginning you talked about the people who emigrated, back in the 30s and 40s, and now you're talking about your own experiences and how widespread, how far you've gone. And do you think you're like those people from the 30s and 40s who emigrated, or are you different?
No, I wouldn't. I'd say I'm very similar. When we came over here when I went to England, we all had our hurdles come overcome. Because I remember when I was over in London as well, it was the there was a lot of troubles in London with the IRA and stuff like that. There were a lot of bombings going over there. So a lot of people, used to look at you. When they'd hear your accent and stuff like that, they'd look at you in a kind of a peculiar way, and as much to say, kind of be a bit standoffish. But you know, we all, and then when I came to America here, I had to work hard. You have to go out there. You have to sell yourself, and if you don't work, if you're not willing to work, people are just going to pass you by. But if you're willing to work hard, I think you will be able to achieve anything you want. So if you put your mind to it. When I went to London first, I hadn't a clue what I wanted to do in my life. And 15 years down the line, when I have travelled, I've seen what I want to see. I'd like to see more, but I've travelled a good bit. I've experienced an awful lot. I've experienced a lot more than some people have experienced, and now now that I'm settling down, I've got my own business going now, and I've got my lovely wife. I have to put that in there, and I'm living what some people's dreams now. So.
And you're a person who's probably grown up with the Celtic Tiger, right?
It was just starting out when I left. I left in '96. I left in November '96, so it was just starting out. The property boom was just starting off. The whole economy was picking up. Nowadays, if I had only listened to my mother back then, and I'd be a pretty well-to-do guy. But as I said, all I wanted to do was I wanted to live my life the way it was. And I was like, I wanted to go traveling, I wanted to go out and have a good time, I wanted to go here, I wanted to go there, I wanted to go to, when I lived in London, I used to go off for weekends to over around the continent, like to France, to Germany, to Holland, over to Amsterdam, to Denmark, places like that. So when I was, back then I was living from paycheck to paycheck, because I was going off somewhere different every time. I used to go to Scotland, I used to go to Wales, the south of London, south of England, I used to go travelling a lot. I mean, I've seen a lot of England as well. I've seen lots of different, like Normandy and places like that. While other of my friends, some of my friends were actually settling down. They were getting engaged. They were getting married. They were having their families. A lot of my friends that I've grown up with back home in Ireland are actually settled down. They've got their families. I mean, that's the way they want to live their lives. I can't. I mean, that's the way that's fair enough. It's just, I mean, I wanted to go off and do a different way. I mean, everybody has their own roads to travel, and that's what I did. And I've enjoyed every minute of it. And so as in giving advice, you asked me what advice I could give to somebody. Just travel your own road. And and if you feel strongly enough to go, just take the road you want to feel. Take it, and enjoy it.
Okay, well, I think that covers everything. Patrick, thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. I hope I didn't go on too long.
No.
So
Thank you.
you're more than welcome.